My son Zach and I hunted a private lease in Gina for 6 years. He killed a couple of does, and at one point we decided we were going to hunt strictly public land in Louisiana and get off the lease. When we started hunting public land, I also bought Zach his first bow, and our main goal was to get him his first bow kill. So we traveled the state of Louisiana hunting public land. Zach struggled because of his size, carrying his climber and his bow, but he did carry his own equipment in and out. He had a couple of opportunities at deer, but never could seal the deal. But we had a blast, and he was hooked on public land.
When I found out my dad was taking me to Missouri, I was excited and I couldn't wait. I like to hunt and to fish and pretty much anything outdoors, but bow hunting is my favorite.
I brought Zach to North Missouri for his first trip to the Midwest to give him the best opportunity at a deer with his bow. We went over Thanksgiving break, and it was abnormally cold, abnormally windy, and there wasn't a whole lot of deer movement that week we were there.
Thanksgiving afternoon, Elam Bend, the last hunt of our trip to Missouri. Watching over a cornfield where I missed out a doe earlier with a rifle. Gonna see what happens.
While we're in Missouri, Zach and I stopped to eat at a restaurant and met a retired couple from Kansas. We talked about deer hunting over supper, and the bad luck due to weather. Zach didn't have any opportunities at deer, so they invited us to their place in Kansas for the following season to give Zach an opportunity to hopefully harvest his first bow kill.
I really enjoyed talking to Mr. Gene and his wife, and I was super excited when they invited me to hunt on their property in Kansas.
All summer long, Zach and I couldn't wait for a Kansas trip. When the time arrived, we applied for our tags, got them, packed our gear, and headed north. When we arrived in Kansas, we met with Mr. Gene. He drove us around and showed us the property and drew us a map. And from there, he turned us loose and said, "Hunt it like it's yours."
There's another buck walking out to this buck over here. I see him to the left. Maybe they'll fight, yeah. He's walking toward him. Or I got a doe he's walking toward. Yeah, I think, look, there's some does to the left, Zach.
She does.
What about the one to the left that's walking on the tree line? Can you see it? It's running now. See him running down the tree line?
Yeah.
He stopped. It's under the green tree now.
Oh, there's probably 5 of them, Dad.
The first evening we had about an hour to hunt. Hurried up, threw some lock-ons in the tree, and had a 6-point walk right under us at dark. And Zach let it walk. That wasn't the deer we were after. The next morning we hunted off the ground. Zach had an encounter with a big 10-point at about 20 feet, but couldn't get a shot. It was real low light, and we didn't get any footage of it. On the second morning, temperatures had dropped, and we ended up hunting a small food plot in the middle of the woods. Around 7:45 that morning, I caught movement off to the left in the woods, and I knew it was a shooter buck. I told Zach to get up and get ready. The deer stopped at the edge of the food plot. Zach couldn't see it, but I told him to draw. Man. Smoked him. He smoked him. We smoked him. Dude, you smoked it right behind the shoulder, son. Yes. You hammered him. Holy shit. That is a monster. Oh, man. You smoked him, bud. Good job. Yes. So as the deer's walking across, Zach told me to stop the deer. I made a noise to stop the buck. He had a clear shot with his bow. I didn't have a clear shot with my camera. When Zach hit the release, I was able to watch the arrow fly all the way to the deer, bury the arrow to the fletching right behind the shoulder. Smoked him. You smoked him.
I thought I shot low, and then it ducked into the arrow, and I saw it run. I didn't see the arrow hit because my bow was in the way. I tried to move it down, so I never saw the arrow penetrate. I just saw the deer move down.
After seeing the arrow hit, I looked down at Zach and realized we did it. All the hard work and patience paid off. He got his first bow kill, and we were pretty pumped up about it. It was awesome. Yes. We got down, found a little bit of blood, and backed out to give the deer an hour or so. We went and met Mr. Gene, told him that Zach hit a good deer, made a good shot. We ate breakfast, gave him about 2 hours, and Mr. Gene came back with us to help look for the deer. All right, Zachary John, give us the story.
What do you mean?
Tell us what we're fixing to do.
Fixing to go find my deer.
All right, we shot. What time you shot? It was almost 8 o'clock.
Just about.
Just about 8 o'clock. Shot looked good. Got it on camera. On the bottom third behind the shoulder, he buried it to the fletching. So hopefully we have a buck in hand here shortly. We're en route. There's fixing to be some coonasses screaming and hollering, I think. Yeah, he's bleeding good now. I hadn't seen the arrow yet.
Maybe you got like buried in the bone.
Keep going. Yeah, we still on blood. I just walked on some right here, right here, there. Where at?
Just.
Yep. Oh, Zachary John. Look right there. Go straight. When we walked up to the deer, I knew it was a good deer, but when Zach put his hands around his rack and picked him up, that's when I realized how good of a deer it really was. I think he'll do that. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude. How did I drag this thing?
Put your hands on it, man. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's a pretty good first bow kill, son.
1, 2, 3,
How many?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pointers.
14 point buck.
I know, good job.
Oh my God, Zachary John.
Give me the camera, give me the camera. Perfect shot. You got one like that, Daddy?
No, look, you gotta keep it back. I knew I saw something off the back. Oh no, I don't have anyone like this yet. Wow.
Most of us don't.
Oh my God, son.
You just well to hang up the bow. Zach, you'll never. It's unlikely to kill another one like that in your lifetime, buddy.
Take off some golf or something. All right, let me drag him out a little bit. We'll try and get some pictures. Oh my Lord. Mr. Gene, thank you so much.
Good guys. Come here, guys. Happy as you are, buddy. That makes me proud.
Mr. Gene and his wife are the best, and I thank them so much for the opportunity. He ended up scoring 169 and a quarter gross. He's a mainframe 10, but he has all kinds of extra points and a big kicker off the bat.
Mr. Gene asked if I brought my bow, and I told him yes sir I did. So he said it was my turn to try and get me one.
Afternoon of November 5th. Zach smashed a pretty good buck this morning. We found it, his first bow kill. Made a beautiful shot at 22 yards, like I should be doing. And we set up in the same tree. The wind's a little different. We got a decoy. And we'll see if anything else moves. We saw a little spike running with his nose in the ground. Gutting a deer right behind us a couple hundred yards, so we'll try here tonight and see what happens. We'll see.
So the next morning we hunted off the ground and Zach was filming me. We were only hunting about 15 minutes and I looked up and had a good buck staring at me at 10 feet. I drew steady as he was looking at me, and as soon as I anchored, I let the arrow fly. Zach didn't even have a chance to pick the camera up.
Right. I shot an 8-point this morning at about 15 feet straight on with a muzzy, so we'll see if I think it did the trick. Found a little bit of blood, backed out, went ate breakfast, and now we're gonna look. The rock. Got some blood?
Yeah.
Some up here, there's good blood up here.
Well, we just found his arrow and there's blood up to the fletching. Steady drip of blood on the trail. I believe he's laid up somewhere over here.
We got him, Mr. Gene.
We got him!
Right there in front of the shoulder. That'll do.
9 point.
All right. Finally, I get my hands on some bone this year.
Nice.